What's up, YouTube? It's Rock. Today I'm bringing on rank match, and I'm taking on the Bills. I was actually gonna pick somebody else if I knew who was picking the Bills. I think he was like the second, third person who came to the lobby, and I was had the Niners or whatever, so people were backing out, and I was just gonna, pick somebody else. But I remember I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and he readied up, and I didn't even realize he readied up with the Bills, and I was like, well, oh well. So I kind of felt a little bad at the beginning of the match, and then as the match goes on, I can see he's a real he's a really strong player. So I was like, I don't feel that bad anymore. So we have a really good match here. He was I can definitely tell that he's a Bills fan in real life. But I remember now why I showed that replay twice now. He has some goofy blitzes that I haven't seen before. There's not a lot of blitzes out with the three-man fronts this year. I mean, there are some. But, the 3-4 and quarters defense just isn't as good for blitzing as it has been in years past. But once again, he sends a double A-gap blitz at me. So he's kind of catching me off guard a little early on with some formations and blitzes that I'm not used to, and I haven't really seen it all year. So it gave me a little bit of trouble. I'm not a huge fan of his blitzes because it's a three-man front, and then he's kind of showing the blitz pre-snap because there's like three guys kind of stacked up on the right side, so you kind of can tell it's coming from the right. And it takes a little bit of time for that blitz to come in and truly be effective. And so he kind of shows his hand a little early on. That A gap, I wasn't too sure what was going on right there, and so he definitely caught me off guard early on with that. And so I had to settle for a field goal. I had to drop though, which gosh man, Randy Moss loves to drop balls. But anyway, so he tried to test my users. I got a nice interception right there. That was just the game lagging. That wasn't your computer. So don't worry about that. And I'm up 10-7 here towards the end of the first. I'm kind of figuring out what he's liking to do. And once again, I think that was just me having a bad route combination of two guys going to the same spot. So I blame that on myself. And Vern Davis wasn't able to haul in the reception for the first down. And most of the time, guys, I don't take field goals when I'm up by 3 points to go up by 6 points, or when I'm already up 10 points, I usually don't take a field goal, go up 13. I've been over that a bunch of times, but right there, I wasn't feeling too confident. I haven't really figured out his defense fully yet, so I was just going to take my points. I would rather taking those points after that interception. I didn't want to come up empty after that pick. So. And so I ended up going up 27, got a big hit fumble, which is, a huge reason why I use the Niners. Look at that, another just massive slacking right there. So I have him at 2nd and 8. I feel like I could have picked that off if I could have switched on earlier enough. He smoothed a good, I think that was an out route. Yeah, he smoothed a nice out route back-to-back times. He's moving the chains quite well to begin the second quarter. I read what he was going to do with Patty Willis. Look at that right there. You be the judge, and was I just a little hair off, or I don't know what happened. I think I was just a fraction ahead of the guy, but it's very hard in this game for like the very little movements and getting right where the circle is. I don't know, man. I don't know. This game is just so much different than previous year games with defense and this ball hawk feature. I'm not a huge fan of it, and I got really good at strafing, and I love strafing up and getting those picks like that. And they completely took that out of this year's games, because if you do strafe, you can't press Y, or you can press Y, but you don't need a reaction for a while. And then I don't know. There's a lot of things on defense that makes me very frustrated with this game. It's amazing because I have some really nice blitzes that will get there fast. Left edge, right edge, A gap, turbo blitzing. I got it all. And I swear, my opponents will just chunk up a ball into coverage. Like the guy is literally 4 steps into his route, and just chunk it to him because he feels the pressure. And this guy will catch the ball, and my guy's just sitting there like a dummy. I'm like, oh my goodness, man. And so that's really starting to frustrate me. But yeah, I don't know. Just had to get it off my chest, because that's kind of what's been happening to me lately. I'm like, a lot of times I'm like perfect position, and I either don't get the pick a half second too late, or they throw right at my defender and nothing happens. So let's get back to the gameplay. I'm up 27-14, up a good 2-possession lead right here. I'm playing a little coverage D, just trying not to give up the touchdown to end half. He's already in field goal range, so I'm trying to make him waste time. And look at that. Prime example. I mean, it was a bad throw on the Bills quarterback's part, but that should have been a pick. He threw it right at my guy and hit him right on the numbers, and he didn't even react. It's like, come on now. So he had to take his points, go down by 10 points, and right here the physics engine did me one over. I had a nice play to get in field goal range. I thought I was down, but instead of going down, Michael James gets back up, fights for an extra yard, and to waste the time, and the clock runs out. So I ended up having to not be able to get my field goal back to end the half. So let's go into the third quarter. That was another coverage sack. And so I'm doing a pretty good job of mixing up the blitz and the coverage defense. And right there is a case in point where the guy just chunks it up to my guy. Look at this. He's been feeling the heat all night, so he just chunks it up. It's 4th and 17. I can't get off the field. I don't know. That could have been a curl route. He threw it just a little early. I don't know. But I felt like I should have been able to get off the field right there. So just unlucky, but, you know, I'll give him some props. And so I'm up 27-24, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. This guy's definitely been giving me a good game. He literally has 11 people in coverage, and I try to throw a streak, and instead of like leading it down, I let it kind of up and try to get it past that defender, but was unable to. But once again, I get another big hit fumble. That's 2 this game. I feel real fortunate. I feel like that hasn't happened a lot lately, and so I need to take full advantage of that. I switched it up a little bit, get under center, had the ace bunch, was able to hit up my tight end, then hurry up and hit the screen pass because I knew he was blitzing heavy as he was before, and was able to get the touchdown and go back up by 10 points. Get a nice A-gap, 3-man A-gap sack. And if you want to know, and people always ask me or send me private messages, hey man, what was that awesome A-gap blitz you sent? It was only like 2 people or whatever. Can you tell it to me? And I get those questions a lot, and I would love to tell y'all everything, but I just feel like it's unfair for people who buy the guides or whatever. I can't just give out that stuff because it's just unfair for them. So if you want to know that 3-man A gap, we have 3 of them in our defensive guide. I like him because everyone knows about like the 4-6 bear under A gap, and everyone sees that blitz coming. But a lot of people don't see the 3-man A gaps coming from the nickel normal, the 4-3 stack, or the dime one, which is really nice as well. And there's my dog barking. So if y'all want to check out some of those blitzers or whatnot, they're all in the guide. This is the defense I run. I run this defense along with one blitz that God Thumbs has. And look at that talking about defense. Got to step it up and get a user pick. Send blitz from one side and was able to bait him into throwing it to the opposite side. Huge interception to begin the fourth quarter. I was only up by 3 points and was able to get a huge pick and capitalize to go up by 10. So now it's back to a 2-possession game, so I put a lot of pressure on him. And that was just a nice play by him. He was able to get deep enough and get past that purple zone. And once again, he's looking to do that again. And he was able to void between the deep safety and the purple zone. Sage, come here. Sorry about that. My dog is going crazy. It's been raining in Tuscaloosa all day long. I even took her to the dog park and took her for a run when it stopped raining, and she's still hyper as can be. So that's the day in the life of having a puppy boxer. She's about 4 months old now, but they definitely are. The saying is true about how boxers are hyper, man. She sure is a hyper one. So let's get back to the gameplay. Hopefully she won't bark anymore. So I'm up by 3 points. 3 minutes left. He sends a nice A gap, but I hit him with an angle route from the running back. And so now I'm playing a little tournament style. I'm clocking him. I'm not giving him the ball back. I just got to get a couple more first downs. But yeah. So this is a crucial 3rd down and 1. I'm just doing a quarterback sneak because if I don't get it, I feel like I'll have one more down. I can do the quarterback sneak again, or I can do the PA spot play that I put up as a tip probably a couple months ago that I really like to run as well whenever people are run committing and crash their line down and all that good stuff. So I was able to get another huge first down and not giving the ball back, and I wasn't trying to be a dick and run up the score or anything. So I ended up pulling off the victory 41-38 against a quality opponent. And so I hope you all enjoyed. and I will see y'all on the sticks.